Hello everyone, my name is Georgia Blockthief, and today I'm going to be going over something which is really interesting. Today I woke up, did stuff, normal waking up stuff, and then, okay, let's open the computer. So, I go on, I check all my stuff, I check topgear.com, I check all the Lego Leaks websites, all the Star Wars Lego Leaks Reddit. I'm on Star Wars Leaks Reddit, and then I see Battlefront 2 new MEGALEAK. Now this is huge. This was posted on the Star Wars Battlefront Reddit, and it needs to be taken with a grain of salt, as this person has said. But this person who has released these leaks has also released several new images that we have not seen before. So, this person linked these images so that he can prove that he's not lying. So, this is a huge leak. This is heroes, locations, vehicles, ground vehicles, air vehicles, special units, hero vehicles, and space battles and game modes, maps too, and, this is huge. So, let me get right into it. First, we have Han, Luke, Leia, Chewie, Lando, Finn, Rey, and Yoda. Now, I believe this is at launch, everything that's going to be here, and this is just a lot, so that's the good part. Or maybe in the first season, because Finn and Phasma are going to come in the first season of Battlefront 2. Now, seasons are basically free DLCs. Yeah. Dark Side heroes: Vader, Palpatine, Boba, Bossk, Iden Versio, who's the main character in our campaign mode, Captain Phasma, and Darth Maul, who everyone is hyped up for. Then there's ground locations. Now, these are a lot of maps. Hoth, Yavin 4, presumably the Rebel base in the 4th Star Wars movie. Mos Eisley, Bespin returning. The Death Star is also returning. Endor is returning. Takodana, Maz Kanata's, the planet where we find Maz Kanata in Episode 7. Jakku, Crate, which is a new planet in Episode 8. Starkiller Base from Episode 7. Kamino from the prequels. Naboo, also from the prequels. And Kashyyyk, with 3 Ys, from the prequels. Next up, we have light side vehicles. We have the original trilogy X-Wing. We have the A-Wing, the Y-Wing, the T-47 Snowspeeder, the new trilogy, the sequel trilogy X-Wing, the V-Wing, the N-1 Starfighter from the prequels, the LAAT, which from previous leaks, which we're not entirely sure are correct, will be like the U-Wing in original Battlefront. And then there's the Wookiee Catamaran, which is actually quite interesting. It may do the same function as the LAAT, just go around the map and start firing. Then we have ground vehicles for the light side. We have Luke's Landspeeder, X-34 Landspeeder here. The Rebel ATRT. Now, Rebels didn't have ATRTs. ATRTs are basically two-legged scoutwalkers, which you can see in the image right now. Used by clones in the prequels. So I'm not sure what they mean by Rebel ATRT. The 74Z speeder bike, which is returning, and the Republic ATRT. Now, Rebel and Republic ATRT, does this mean that we're going to see an ATRT in Episode 8? Possibly, and that is a good thing. We'll see it returning, so this is 50-50 chance we'll see it. Then, the Dark Side air vehicles: TIE Fighter, TIE Interceptor, TIE Bomber, which is now playable, and we saw in the Gamescom Galactic Assault, well, basically the new Fighter Squadron game mode. First Order TIE Fighter, which is probably going to have more weapons than the normal TIE Fighter. Vulture Droid, TIE Fighter, Tri-Fighter, which is going to be really fun to play as, and Hyena Bomber. Now, the Hyena Bomber may act as the LAAT or Wookiee Catamaran, depending on which map inside you're playing on. Next up, we have the Dark Side ground vehicles, the AT-AT, First Order Land Speeder, which it's a snow speeder. It was in the deleted scene of Episode 7, but we did see it in the in the gameplay trailer of Battlefront 2 at EA Play. Then we have the AAT and the MTT, both of which we saw at EA Play earlier this year. Next up, we have the special units for the light side: the Rebel Jump Trooper, Resistance Jump Trooper, Clone Jump Trooper, ARC Troopers, and Wookiee Warriors. These are basic. You need to use battle points to activate these to become these troopers. And this is actually fun. I think it's a good idea that they're using the battle point system instead of the on the ground pickups. Then we have dark side special units, which there are more of. So we have Death Troopers making a return, Imperial Super Commandos, First Order Jump Trooper, First Order Flame Trooper, B2 Super Battle Droid, and B2 Rocket Droid, which we did see in the Clone Wars series. Light side hero vehicles. We have the Millennium Falcon, which is Han Solo's ship, Red 5, which is Luke's ship, Black 1, Poe Dameron's ship, Millennium Falcon, but with Rey piloting it, so this is going to be from the late Episode 7 and Episode 8 time period. And then we have Yoda Starfighter, which was not in the older Battlefront games because by that time it had not been introduced, and the Yoda Starfighter was introduced in the Clone Wars series. Then we have dark side hero vehicles: Slave 1, Boba Fett's ship, TIE Advanced X1, which is Vader's ship, the TIE Silencer, which is Kylo Ren's ship, the Scimitar, which is Darth Maul's ship, and Slave 1, but as Jango Fett. Then we have space battles. Now these are the maps. It's going to be Fondor, with Fondor Imperial Shipyard, which we saw gameplay of at Gamescom in August. Then we have the Death Star debris, which is Death Star 2 debris. The Resurgent Star Destroyer, which is in the unknown regions, which we saw in the Gamescom trailer. It's going to be in Episode 8 timeline. SKB, which I'm not exactly sure what they mean by that. Dakar, which is not DAKAR, not the motorcycling race, but D''QAR, which is the planet of the Rebel base in Star Wars Episode 7. Then we have Ryloth from the Clone Wars series and Kamino from Episode 2. Next up, we have game modes: Heroes versus Villains, GA and SA. So it's Galactic Assault and Starfighter Assault. That's the name of the new fighter squadron. Strike and Blast. Now, I'm not exactly sure what Strike is, but we'll find out. Next up, we have the menu screenshot, which I especially like. It looks very nice. It's so good looking. It shows you everything. It shows you your trooper classes, so you have Assault, Heavy, Officer, and Specialists. Then you have reinforcements. So those are all the reinforcements in the game that we see in this menu. And all the heroes, all the ships, and all the villains. So this is pretty cool. Some images here are not exactly correct. So all the hero skins in this image, they're not there. They just show the hero icon. And some of the images are not exactly correct because they don't want to reveal anything yet. They're not showing anything so far. Next up, we have an image of Luke on the new planet Pilio from the campaign. Now, this does not look very like high res. It doesn't look very good resolution. But you can see he does have his Saber Rush ability. He has his Force Push or Force Pull ability. We're not sure. Yes, I think on the right it says to capture that point. I'm not sure, but we did see Luke on this planet with a member of the Inferno Squad. I don't exactly remember if it was Iden Versio herself or someone else from the Inferno Squad. And the middle ability, I'm not too sure. It may be the same or similar ability from Rey that we saw at EA Play. And next,